Welcome, Cancer, to your numerology reading for June. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Best message for the month is 56, relationship change, talking about that 5, that big change, 6 for that harmony, bringing in that harmony, needing that harmony, because the negative part of 6 is disharmony. So not wanting any disharmony going on. I'm really trying to find the peace and the balance over here. I'm talking about change of focus with 5 again. So definitely talking a lot about this change and changing that focus of how you're dealing with this situation when it comes to a relationship change. Maybe they're obsessive. Maybe you're having a little obsessive thinking about, right? Excessive thinking about maybe how to fix a relationship. But maybe deep down inside for some of you that it's definitely time to walk out the door. However it is. But you definitely need to change your focus on however this is going in your life, right? And talking about that love, of course, that 6, talking about that 6, that harmony, that love, that peace. And going with Pluto over here with Earth Star Chakra coming out. This is talking about grounding yourself for your own actions. When you take this change, you're going to actually ground yourself. Spirit says it's really important to ground yourself so that way you can have the better understanding of the situation and be able to perceive it for what it really is. When we're more grounded, we bring more energy into our lives. So really using that root chakra. The Earth Star Chakra is actually going to be located 6 inches under the root chakra, right? Really grounding those roots for you. Those of you who watch chakra, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, that's exactly what it is. So this is actually grounding yourself so that your root chakra can really get activated. This is where you're really getting all of your energy from the earth itself, since we are earth beings, using that earth energy. Okay, so definitely over here with this Pluto is a very interesting thing because it really wants you to understand the change within the situation. Once again, talk about that change. And then you're also going to have a change in revitalization as well, feeling more vital, right? More vitality coming out, feeling more energized when you get yourself balanced in the situation. And the Pluto is here definitely to help with this situation, bringing in this big change. It's going to be associated with, of course, the mindset, finding the personal freedom within the love, freeing yourself from maybe obsessive thinking, or how am I going to change this, whatever the excessiveness is. We see excessiveness within this situation because that's where the focus is coming from, right? Once you get yourself away from the situation and really start thinking about the issues that are at hand, you will therefore get the power, get the control back where you need from the Earth Star Chakra. Okay, so this is very important, right? Very, very important. Finding that personal freedom within yourself. So if maybe too that maybe somebody else is actually taking away your personal freedom, maybe from the way you're doing things. Maybe they have the me syndrome or so. So let's get over here. Everybody has their own story, but this is definitely about changing over here. If you know that there's no love within the situation, maybe you need to change and find somebody who can show you the love that you're looking for. Also seeing that as well. Okay, so changing the focus over here is the 2 of Swords. So really getting intuitive about which direction you really want to get into. Talking about, also kind of weighing the pros and cons, using the analytical mind to really change the situation. When we bring in pros and cons to a situation, it actually changes the perception. So that definitely gives different direction. This is something that you need to have more control over. With the 4 of Coins is talking about that control. I also feel like maybe somebody is too controlling in a love relationship. And, maybe you need to try to step back and figure out how you're going to have a little control within this situation. Talk about the King of Swords, guys, could definitely be dealing with some kind of Aquarius or a Libra. Well, we need that balance. But this is talking about the King of Swords, who's a very analytical thinker and always in control of the situation when it comes to the analytical mind. So therefore, having that power of being kind of in the knowing of the conscience. So there you know exactly where you're going at. Somebody's definitely dealing with some kind of Aquarius. And definitely knowing exactly which way, in which direction you are going. So it's definitely up to you. If you are seeing these fives, this is telling you it's time for you to take control. It's time for you to change the focus to get back to what you love about the situation, or how you can fix a love or get away from a love, right? But it's definitely going to be up to you because it is time. For some of you, there could be a lot of nostalgia going on. And you know, when we are thinking back through things when it comes to love, you might be nostalgic about the way the relationship used to be, right? And maybe this is another good way of weighing pros and cons to a situation. You know, can it be fixed the way it used to be, or have we grown apart so much that it's not going to work? But definitely getting back to what it is you love, and how you're going to do it, which is putting yourself first always. Spirit always puts you first, usually within a situation, so that you can, you know, help the children, or, you know, and helping yourself, you can help others. You can't help others without helping yourself, right? When it comes to this kind of situation. With the King of Wands, this is really just taking that power back, really feeling like you're in control. The ball is really in your court now, and you know exactly where to go and how to face the day, or maybe even face this person, and how it's going to change and transform a situation. So if it's just a situation, my friends, and you're married and, you know, maybe you've lost a little control, maybe the relationship is phasing out and you're having one of those roller coaster rides, it's just back to, you know, maybe a plan A or plan B of how we're going to spice things up within the relationship to get back to where we were, maybe going backwards a little bit. Maybe you did something in the past that you can re-fire the flame. Or maybe the flame is completely out within a relationship and why need to move forward. Yeah. Okay, but done with the fighting. A lot of you, there's a lot of arguing and a lot of fighting and a lot of lost control in your situation. For some of you, I even feel like maybe you even give up the ghost. With the Five of Swords upside down, saying, I put my swords down, I give up the ghost. Therefore, you're allowing them to win each and every battle. Yes, we want to always choose our battles wisely, but if we can go back and try to figure out how we may have done something before, those are good stepping stones. But you don't want to give too much power away to someone, because they could A-B the situation, right? Take too much authority away from you and manipulate the situation as well. So that's another good way of saying that. Taking too much authority, right? So this is going to allow you to progress on towards what it is you truly love and what you need to do within the situation, right? And giving you a better understanding of the situation, of how this is going to help, getting knowledgeable of what's really going on. And you get a lot of meditation, but after your meditation, you can actually start moving and really feeling more victorious about the situation, right? So I do have I got some new cards, guys. It was my anniversary on the 21st. Yay! So I got some anniversary cards, plus flowers and, you know, nice things. So, anyways, but I did get 2 decks of new cards, so we'll be using the other deck. Maybe we'll use them for Astro Deck. I don't know. Maybe next, maybe the end of the month. I don't know. I want to use them right away because they just look fun. So, let's see what's going on here. Spirit says that windfall. Increase the abundance as arriving may be different forms. Some of them unexpected, may be receiving, and know that this is abundance comes to you in your support of your life, purpose, health, and charitable work. Now, this abundance is talking about the abundance that you bring up upon yourself and within yourself, right? Abundance just isn't just money. Abundance is joy, happiness, love, right? And this is talking about you getting a windfall of the abundance. You really taking the action to really think about what's really going on, and it will change the whole situation, right? And as it's changing the whole situation, I see Santa here, so it might feel like Christmas to yourself, right? Because you're giving to yourself exactly what it is that's true to yourself. This isn't true to yourself, you guys. You have to stay noble and you have to stay true to yourself. You can't always be just true to somebody else, because what about yourself? You're leaving yourself out, right? If you just keep giving and giving and giving and never receiving, how are you going to be true to yourself? You're leaving yourself out. That's not the way it's supposed to be. So not only now do you feel like they're leaving you out, but you're leaving yourself out too. And that's not very fair. Okay, guys. So take a quiet retreat and find the answers within. You hold all the resources within yourself. Okay, it's time to disconnect from the outer world so you can discern and process your true thoughts and feelings from your inner world. Create this quiet time for yourself, and you'll have more clarity and clarity about what you can do next. Okay, just the little words of advice over here. I love those. They're really good. Okay, guys. Dorian Virtue, you know, she always has the answers. Okay, guys. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.